Got one, boys, on the swim bait. I knew there was something they would have to bite today. Good grief. That's a nice keeper sized fish right there. Another one, boys. That one might be better. There we go. That's a solid one, boys.
Oh, don't tell me the micro chatterbait. Yeah. Oh, dang. People tell me every single fall that thing's a killer.
Ooh, got one, guys. Freaking nice one on the buzzbait. Dang. All right. A solid fish. That's a way to start a morning off. I will say that this is probably the first true morning of fall. Got the Cyclops going. 16.5 incher to start. Not bad. Y'all, I'm throwing that little 1/8 ounce Cyclops buzzbait on my BFS Curado and my Sioux fox hunting rod. Shout out to Kyle who gifted me this BFS Curado, man. Thanks so much. Nice little lake largie to start things off. This is the first morning in the 50s that we've had all year. It was a high of 94 yesterday. It's super windy, so the front is still kind of blowing in, northeast wind. So I came to a smaller lake with a lot of tree cover to stay out of the rollers on the bigger lakes, and hopefully we can get on some good fish this morning. Another one. Second cast, guys. Oh, dang it, he came off. Not bad though. There's another one on the buzzbait. Not very big. Fish number 2. There's one. Got one, boys. On the chatter. Finally. Been a while. Not a bad one. Finally got another fish to bite, guys, on a 3-inch megabass hazdong shad on a 1/16 ounce naked chatterbait there. Bit it pretty hard too, so maybe the bite's gonna pick up here, but that's the first bite I've had in about 2 hours. I've got that little chatterbait tied on to my new Sioux Dragon versatile finesse rod with 6-pound sunline on in an arc gravity. The water quality looks pretty rough. It's kind of choked out with dead grass. I don't think he's gonna close his mouth, but he's a 15-inch bass. Not bad. Got a crappie. That's cool. Got him on the bellows gill on the flashback combo. I'll take him. Getting bailed out right now by the old small chatterbaits, guys. The flashback mini. I got a bellows gill on there now, just to try to put some fish in the boat, man. After those topwater fish, the bite is just died. So just trying to salvage the trip here with that little flashback mini. That little 2-inch bellows gill is one of my favorite desperation trailers to put on this flashback mini. It's when nothing really wants to bite and you're just trying to catch some fish. Still on my Sioux Dragon versatile finesse rod and that arc gravity. Got one, boys, on the swim bait. I think it's a pretty good one too. I knew there was something they would have to bite today. Good grief. That or I just got lucky. I've been fishing since 7:30 and it's now 11:20. I'll stick around and fish that swimbait a little bit longer. Y'all would have had to have been watching me for over a year, because I don't know if I've fished that in a while on camera. Y'all, I'm throwing just a simple 1/8 ounce Dirty Jigs guppy head with a 2.7 Ghost Ice Minnow 6-inch Divine. I'm throwing it on that Sioux Genius and a 7'4" Dobbin Sierra. That's a nice keeper size fish right there. A reward for all of the grinding we did this morning. Good grief. Not quite as big as the buzzbait fish, but 16, so not bad. We will take him. Yeah, we've got the River John boat all set up. Got the outboard on. We're gonna do a really long send today. Got a special guest out here today. He's been on YouTube for a long time. 6 setups, got the little chatterbait, got a buzzbait, little underspin, crankbait, little jig, and the glide bait. Y'all, we have a beautiful morning. The wind's picking up, I love that. Hopefully we can get on a good late October bite here. It's supposed to be 92 for a high today though. That does make me a little bit nervous, but the nights have been cooler, so hopefully we can get on a consistent bite. You could run that for 2 weeks off of that one.
A long time.
Dude, my lithium's like this big and it's still, I've still never had any issues. And then I'll just let you kind of decide if you want to just head west at that point, or if you do want to fish that little inlet where the tree line and the Main Street bridge is too.
Yeah.
All right, we can just like meet up under the bridge and hopefully one of us gets at least a keeper through here. There's one. There we go. One on the board. Not a bad one to start. Just kind of submarined it. Didn't really even blow up on it too much. That's the first nice bite that I've had. I had a tiny one nip at it there for a second, guys. Throwing the buzzbait. Hopefully that bite window is about to kick on. May as well get the measuring mat out and see what our best 5 can go this morning. Hopefully Tyler will get on a big one too. Get us a kicker fish. That one's only 14, but it's a start. There's one. There we go. Sorry about the mower, guys, but there's another little one. They are going to be scattered today. Scattered. That guy's probably not even going to be 10. Maybe right at it. 11 3/4, maybe 12-inch behemoth. Fish number 2. Finally got another fish to eat though, guys. Got my new Sioux Dragon Versatile Finesse rod rolling. 6-pound fluoro on Art Gravity with the 1/16 ounce. Tried and true naked chatter with the 3-inch flat top minnow on it. Another one, boys. That one might be better. That one might be better, guys. Yeah, that one's better. There we go. There we go. That's a solid one, boys. The next cast, guys. Hopefully we're figuring something out. That's a solid fish right there. I like that Sioux Dragon versatile finesse rod, guys. 6'10", 2 to 12 gram lures with some light line on it. Really tall, about 16 3/4, solid fish. Now we just need to get one about 3 to 4 inches longer than him, and we'll be having a great day. Oh, another one. There we go. Not quite as big as the last one, but still decent. There's some shallow rocks right there, and since the water's low, looks like they're just picking bait off of them. Tons of little bait in the water like there normally is here, y'all. We're putting together some bites now, at least. That one's just a touch over 14, more or less 14. So we got 2 14s, a 12, and almost a 17.
Oh, don't tell me the micro chatterbait.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. People tell me every single fall that thing's a killer, and I just never.
It's like in a little 3-inch loop looking.
With a red tail.
A 14 and a 12. The 14 and the 12 weren't very big, but.
Well, how big was the one that you pulled up?
That was almost 17.
Okay,
that's solid.
Nice, nice.
Oh, there's another one. It's tiny. Oh, I guess he's not tiny. Decent, I guess. Oh, 13, 14. Probably another 14. Need to find the big ones though, guys. 12 and a half. So we got 5 now at least. 12, 12 and a half. 2 14s. And like a 17. Tiny one came up and nipped it when I was trying to get it off that limb, guys. He's the smallest bass of the day. Got one, boys. That one might be better. No, he's not too big, though. Ambient noise, guys. They're building the bridge. Can't really help that, but that one's 13 and a half, guys. So that pulls out the 12, so that's not bad. There's one. Tiny one. Another small one on the chatter. They're chasing bait, guys. I see them torpedo out and hit all these little bait that are swimming around, and this is a great way to, you know, replicate a dying one, a very erratic one, because a chatterbait without a skirt on it is gonna really move and dart around a lot more than normal. Tyler just caught one on the culvert. I think he's throwing the crankbait now. Looks like it. See the chartreuse belly on it. There's one. Tiny. That's been the story today, man. Dink fest. I was on the jig though. Maybe his big brother will give us a bite. I don't think that one's gonna replace any of the other ones we've caught yet, guys. No. That was the first bite that I've got on bottom. Just throwing the Evo jig. I think it's a 1/8 ounce one with the 3-inch baby rage crawl on it. There's one.
Man, what the heck are you doing? Back on the chatterbait?
Jig.
Oh, he's throwing a jig.
That one's better.
Uh-oh, okay. Well, he's catching like... Nice. Obviously what I'm doing is...
A little fatter, probably 15-inch one. Not bad. That one will cool one. That's getting on the right track. Might be Evo jig time. Yeah, that one's right on 15. Cool. So we got a 17, 15, 2 14s, and then we got a 13, so 13 and a half. Still got some replacing to do.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it.
It's still just a little, I mean, it's still just clinging on to summer a little bit too much.
It's much hotter today than I thought. October, what is it, 25th?
Yeah. For sure.
Thanks for the info, and yeah, we'll for sure get out here when the fish are a little less pelagic and moody.
I know.
And maybe when we can actually wear like a sweatshirt.
Yeah, for sure.
95 degrees outside.
Yeah. Oh man, one had it for a long time, guys. It was so hard to feel. Such gentle bites today. God, couldn't even feel him moving with it. Probably because he's tiny, but I mean, we're still catching fish. I've had worse days where I can't get anything to bite, but Evo jig, saving the day a little bit, keeping us occupied. Definitely not gonna cull anything, guys. That's okay. But like y'all just heard, Tyler was gonna bail. It is pretty rough out here, and he was gonna go do some editing, so I think I'm gonna fish for another 20 minutes. I'm gonna set the alarm clock for 12:45, and if I haven't caught a big one by then, I'm gonna head back too. That was a thump. That was a thump, guys. That might be a better one. That was a thump. Please be bigger. Oh yeah, that's a keeper. Still not huge, but that's a keeper size at least. Not huge, but that is a keeper. That might replace the 13. Maybe he'll go 14. Let's look. 14-inch bass, guys. So we got 3 14s, a 15, and a 17. Definitely have had better, guys, but sometimes it's good to grind, guys. It really makes you appreciate the incredible days when you have to grind on the less than stellar ones. Y'all, and on these trips where they don't go quite as good as I would want them to, and maybe even at the end of every trip from now on, I'm gonna try to do a little better job of giving y'all some insight on how I fish, the techniques that I fish on these bait finesse setups, and why I do it, because I think that is just as valuable as y'all watching me catch fish on the techniques. But I was throwing the naked chatterbait on it today, and that is what caught the biggest fish and the most, and y'all have seen that a lot. However, with how I'm fishing it, y'all have heard me say this before, I honestly fish it more like a jig, and sometimes I swim it, but a lot of the times is what I'll do, guys. I cast out, I let it fall all the way to the bottom normally, and then I'll honestly get the blade going like this. I'll let it die, and then maybe I'll swim it for a little while, give it some twitches like this, be really erratic, swim it fast, let it die. So more than anything, as with a lot of retrieves with different baits, guys, I'm being super erratic. And the fact that this doesn't have any skirt on it to mute that vibration, this thing is just going wild underwater, guys. And that super crazy action is what can make bass eat it even when they don't want to, and I think that was the case today. And then in terms of the rod, you honestly want a pretty good moderate fast rod. You don't want just like a straight jig rod, you don't want just a straight crankbait rod. And this versatile Dragon finesse rod, I feel like it really is the best of both worlds. It's fast where it needs to be, and then it's moderate where it needs to be. It's fast enough to where I can set that single hook in there nice and hard when I need to, and then it's moderate enough to keep pressure on the fish as they thrash around and they don't come unpinned. So, but that's gonna do it for today's edit, guys. I really appreciate y'all sticking with me through this edit. If you did, it was really good to meet Tyler, and like I said, somebody who's been as successful in the YouTube game as he has, it was really a good opportunity for me to meet him. If y'all went in on the big bass contest that I have monthly on my channel, for the month of November, let's go ahead and announce that. We're closing in on the end of October right now, guys, but for the November contest, the prize is going to be an Baits Tiny Glide, along with probably some other stuff from Southern Illinois Pond Hopper as well. So November's prize is going to be well worth it. So if y'all want in on that, you need to buy one of my fish rulers from me. The link to my Gmail is in the description above that you can contact me to get a hold of one of these things. $35 gets you the measuring mat as well as access to all future big bass contests that I have. You just have to catch a big bass, go lips closed on the baseline here, pinch tail on the end as best as you can. Ultimately, I'll be the judge. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you would send that picture to either my Gmail or direct message me on Instagram or something. But if y'all went in on those contests and you want a chance to win some really cool prizes, be sure to pick up a fish ruler from me. But if y'all enjoyed this one, guys, please leave a like for me. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, guys. Always talk with me in the comments below. Check out links to gear that I leave in the description above, and check out links to more bait finesse bass action in the pinned comment below. But apart from all of that, thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all take her easy. We'll catch you on the next one. Oh, another one. There we go. Not quite as big as the last one, but still decent.